After years of traditional Jewish music that focused on virtuosity and soloism in cantorial chanting, a new age of Jewish music emerged in the 1960s. This was a result of the folk era, as well as the inclusion of musical instruments in Reformed services. Debbie Friedman was a pioneer in this contemporary Jewish folk music. Her unique style brought people together and brought Jews closer to God and to their faith.
Today's the day we take our stand. The future's ours to hold.
Debbie was one of the first individuals to combine Hebrew and English words in the same text. Think of Lechi Lach, to a place that I will show you. Or the Mishaberach with words in Hebrew and English. The English tells you exactly what the song is about, what the prayer is about, even if you don't understand the Hebrew. And she was able to get us feel comfortable singing Hebrew words because she gave us the English language spiritual overlay, which can be translated into any language. It was a very creative spin. And frankly, Debbie reintroduced English into the American Reform vocabulary in the 1970s after it had been totally banished.
In 1970, Debbie Friedman wrote an arrangement to Via Hafta, which is a paragraph of the Shema. The Shema is the most important Jewish prayer. The prayer is about love of God and for God's commandments. Debbie's English arrangement allows the congregation to understand what the prayer is about, and therefore fosters audience participation and brings the community together in worship. The version is strophic and repeats the same melody with different lyrics. It repeats the same simple 4-line musical refrain at the end, "And be holy unto your God," allowing the congregation to catch on easily and to connect to the prayer.
They were having a retreat, and whereas at the time we were using songs from Peter, Paul, and Mary and James Taylor and Judy Collins in our worship services because we were trying to find a way in which to connect to our tradition, I stopped for a moment and I taught them this melody, and they were the first ones to learn it. And I couldn't believe what was happening. They stopped and they put their arms around each other. And they were standing there in tears, and they were crying, and totally engaged, and in ownership of this text. They were in ownership of their Shema. It was a moment that I'll never ever forget. And that was the moment at which the Reform movement took its turn, I believe, because after that song, that prayer, became something that traveled throughout the United States and became a symbol of communal prayer, of communal participation, of a participatory prayer, something that was unique in the classical Reform synagogues.
Debbie Friedman's Mishaberach is a petition to God for healing. The text is relatable to all audiences. The melody is simple, with the words Mishaberach repeating over and over again to the same melodic phrases. She translates the Mishaberach prayer into English with a more universal interpretation. This allows for increased spirituality and a stronger connection to God.
Bless the ones before us. Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say,
One of Debbie Friedman's most famous pieces is Sing Unto God. This song is based on Psalm 96, Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash, but is also the anthem for all of Debbie's music, setting the message of using song to connect to God and emphasizing the need for community involvement in worship. Sing Unto God literally repeats the same catchy phrase over and over again, changing keys and harmonies for emphasis. This song is perfect for audience participation, and Debbie's goal was to have the entire community singing to God and connecting to Judaism together.
Bless his name, oh, sing unto the Lord a song of prayer. Sing praises to the Lord, sing unto God. Bless his name, oh, sing unto the Lord a song of prayer. Sing praises to the Lord, sing unto God.
Debbie Friedman's music compels listeners to see Jewish prayer in a new way. Debbie identified with young people who longed for a way to relate to Judaism in a non-threatening way and in a language that spoke to them. Her music originated in Reform Jewish summer camps, but has spread to Reform and conservative synagogues worldwide. Debbie Friedman was the pioneer for contemporary Jewish music in the Reform synagogue. Debbie's music allows for participation through its simplistic melodies and lyrics. It touches people who would otherwise not be touched by the Jewish religion. It helps all different kinds of people find their connection to Judaism and to God.
My name is Debbie Friedman, and that's sort of my theme song, I guess.